Okay, I wanted to make a quick video both unboxing and going over the Shun Classic Meat Cleaver. Let's open this little guy up. I'm using the Shun Premier utility knife. Don't try this at home. You can see how sharp Shun knives are, by the way. So the meat cleaver by Shun is pretty much, I guess, the highest end meat cleaver you can probably buy. Let's open it up. I really like this box they use because it's beautiful presentation. So if you want to give it as a gift to someone who loves cooking, you can. Comes with a little pamphlet. This is my first time opening this, by the way. So I'm shocked at how well they've actually put this together. And wow, look at this beauty. Oh, I'm not sure if you can tell. This thing is insanely thick, first of all, but it's also insanely heavy. That's an amazing meat cleaver. It's actually phenomenal at cleaving meat, probably. Wow. I'm sorry for essentially ruining the video, but I'm shocked at how gorgeous this cleaver actually is. Okay, so it's extremely heavy. I like it a lot. These are really literally my first thoughts. Extremely heavy, extremely thick. I'd say probably about 5 or 6 centimeters thick towards the spine. It has a taper cut. It's insanely heavy. It's weighted really well. And the blade is actually tapered down and then tapered finally down there. So it's definitely a gorgeous knife. And one of the things that I was originally a little bit worried about was that Shun knives are obviously gorgeous. They're obviously a very hard knife. So for things like a cleaver, you'd be smashing through bones, smashing onto, your cutting board, etc. And I was worried that it wouldn't be a good knife for that. I was actually getting ready to say, looking at this, I don't think it's a good choice to get a different cleaver. But now that I'm looking at this, number one, it doesn't use VG Max. It's stamped right on the blade. It uses AUS 8A, which is a softer, much better metal for a cleaver. It's not going to break or chip while you're using it. And on top of that, just the heft of it and the way they've built it, it doesn't have the Damascus clad finish. It doesn't have any of those stupid things that are going on. It's still obviously a Shun Classic knife. It would match well with your set, but you can tell they definitely wanted a knife that worked for its intended purpose, which is smashing through bones, smashing through a chicken, smashing through ribs and things like that. And this thing, I have no doubt, would, blisteringly sharp out of the box. I just shaved my disgusting arm hair or my hand hair with that knife. So it's an amazing knife. I love it. I'm going to be using it a lot. I can definitely tell. It is a full tang, and as always, like obviously we're not going to talk about Damascus clad and all of these different things, but it is a full tang. It has the matching black packawood handle with rivets, unlike their other knives. It is ambidextrous for the most part, and aside from all of that, like all Shuns, it has a lifetime warranty. And finally, the reason that especially for a knife like this, I would really suggest getting it, is it comes with free sharpening for life. So a knife like this, which is 6 inches, for a straight edge knife like this, let's say the golden standard or the rule of thumb is you'd be paying about $5 per inch at a reputable sharpener, not someone who's pulling it through an electric sharpener, but someone who's actually using a whetstone and actually doing it by hand. So a knife like this would cost you about $30 each time to sharpen. So you can see that buying a cheaper knife would very quickly, whether you're getting it sharpened or whether you are buying a new knife every time it gets dull, it would very quickly negate that cost-saving expense. With this, what happens is you ship it to Shun, the actual manufacturer sharpens it, and if they see something's wrong with it, let's say the rivets are popping out, let's say the wood is warping, let's say they see damage along the edge of the knife in a way that actually they can tell was a problem, they'll send you a brand new knife, no questions asked, no hassle, no problems. I'll put a link down to this below if you guys have any questions, any comments, any concerns. As always, let me know. But otherwise, I will talk to you very soon. Okay, I wanted to make a quick video both unboxing and going over the Shun Classic Meat Cleaver. Let's open this little guy up. I'm using the Shun Premier utility knife. Don't try this at home. You can see how sharp Shun knives are, by the way.